Hi there, it's Linda Carpenter with Wellness for a Lifetime, and this should be day 3 of your videos on how to use the essential oils that you invested in. And what we're talking about today is lavender essential oil. Now, lavender comes in straight lavender. It also comes as a roll-on. The roll-on is pre-diluted for people with sensitive skin. You probably have this one, but it's maybe something that you want to use in the future. Also, the roll-ons make it really, really easy to just have, you can roll it on easily and effectively. Also, the fact that it comes in a carrier oil means that it absorbs even more readily directly into the skin. All right, so don't think of it as being diluted. Think about it as absorbing more. It's being carried into the skin. That's what a carrier oil does. Even if you're using lavender oil straight from the bottle, you may want to put a drop of fractionated coconut oil or regular coconut oil or olive oil or jojoba oil or almond oil, another oil, plant-based oil, but another oil, because that's going to help carry the lavender into the skin or any other oil that you put it with. All right, so let's talk about some of the values, the benefits of lavender oil. It soothes skin irritations. When you get an occasional skin irritation, lavender will help soothe that. It's very, very calming and relaxing. In fact, I was looking up some of the clinical studies that show that linalool and linalool acetate, which are the primary components of lavender, reduce anxiety pre and post surgery. It also helps to reduce the need for things like laxatives pre and post surgery. They actually did a clinical trial on the nurses, the surgical nurses, and found that when they were exposed to linalool and linalool acetate, that they had more feeling of calm and less anxiety, more of a feeling that they could actually do something and make a difference. Very, very, very powerful effects, relaxing effects from lavender essential oils. It is also cooling to skin when it has been exposed to sun or heat. My favorite story about lavender, last holiday season, I was reaching in to get some zucchini bread that I had baked, and I thought I had the oven mitten over my the end of my finger, and I just reached in and grabbed the oven rack with a bare finger. I didn't hold on to it very long, but the damage was done. The tip of my finger was in fact cooked. It hurt. It was indented. I mean, it was instantaneously. The flesh was actually cooked instantaneously. It was set to 350 degrees, so it was a significant injury. Well, I pulled out my hand and I took the drip retarder off of my lavender oil. I just took the drip retarder off and stuck my finger right in the end, right inside of the lavender, and I just did like that. And what I didn't expect was instantaneously the pain was gone. Now, it didn't stay gone. So every time I would feel it again, I would just turn my finger, turn it up again and redose myself. And I did that every time I felt it over the next couple of hours. And at the end of 2 hours, there was no evidence that there had ever been a burn. It was phenomenal. My other favorite story is I was on an airplane. I was doing some traveling, and the woman sitting next to me across the aisle was really having a bad day, and she was bound and determined to make sure everybody else did as well. And she kind of started hassling me a little bit and mimicking my hand gestures. I kind of talk with my hands, right? And she started mimicking my hand gestures, and I just thought, wow, this gal is really having a bad day. And so eventually I just took out my lavender, because I always travel with a tiny little bottle of it that goes through security. But I took out my lavender and I just started kind of spreading the aroma a little bit and just kind of let it, I didn't do anything. She was clearly not in the mood to talk. So I just kind of let the lavender aroma do its thing. And you know what? She calmed right down and actually never said another word on the whole flight. She just relaxed and was able to At least, I don't know if she was irritated or not, but at least she didn't irritate the rest of us, which prior to that she had been doing. All right, so aromatically, lavender is kind of a powdery, floral, very light, refreshing scent. Let's see, I already talked about it soothes occasional skin irritations, minor burns. It reduces feelings of anxiety, helps ease tension. It can be great to promote a restful night's sleep. So you can put it in your diffuser. You can put a couple of drops in your hand, take a few good deep breaths. You can apply it to your feet because it goes to, your feet have 2,000 of the largest pores in your body. When you apply an oil to your feet, it goes directly into your bloodstream very, very quickly, and has a phenomenal effect. So some things that you may not know about lavender: doTERRA only sources our lavender from the Black Sea climate zone of Bulgaria. We get our lavender from Bulgaria because it is some of the world's absolute best lavender. The climate is perfect for it. The soil is well drained. All the things that you need for great, powerful lavender we get from Bulgaria. Couple other things. So you can take a couple ways to use the lavender: a lavender oil, a bath oil that you make. So this is kind of a do-it-yourself make and take project. 15 drops of lavender, 4 ounces of fractionated coconut oil or jojoba oil or sweet almond oil. Put it in the container if you want to, and then put a tablespoon of it in warm bath water. Now draw your bath first and put the oil in afterwards. Sit in that and enjoy a wonderfully aromatic bath. Very, very relaxing. You can also add some Epsom salts in there. The magnesium from the Epsom salts will definitely help you relax and have a great bath. You can actually put an ounce or two of Epsom salts, put your lavender in that, and give that as a great stocking stuffer as part of your Christmas or holiday plans. Lavender honey butter. So mash a stick of softened butter with a drop of lavender oil, a half a teaspoon of vanilla, 2 or 3 tablespoons of honey, and you have lavender honey butter. Spread that on your warm biscuits or scones or toasted whole grain bread. It is lovely. You can make a lavender syrup. Heat 2 cups of sugar and water, stir that to dissolve it, and add 2 or 3 drops of lavender essential oil. Bring it to a boil, then you can chill it, and it will stay good for a couple of weeks. Swirl syrup in iced tea for a great sweetened iced tea. You can use it for all kinds of different things. Lavender hand scrub. So you're going to use 1.5 cups of Epsom salts or sea salt, or you can use sugar, a cup of almond oil, 20 drops of lavender essential oil, 3 to 5 teaspoons of vitamin E oil. Put that all in a container with a tight-fitting lid and use that as a scrub on your hands, and then rinse it. Wonderful for your skin therapy. All right. Let's see, anything else I wanted to say? You can use lavender on your pillow or on your bedding. You can put it in a bottle and spray it just around the room for an air freshener. You can of course put it in a diffuser. You can spray it on skin irritations. You may want to dilute it. If you use lavender, if you have sensitive skin, you may want to either use the pre-diluted touch or dilute it a little bit, because it can be strong enough, believe it or not, it can be strong enough to cause a skin reaction. You can take it internally to reduce feelings of anxiousness. Freshen your linen closet or the mattress or your car by putting some lavender in a spray bottle. All kinds of different ways that you can use lavender oil. So now you've got a little bit of information on how to use your lavender oil. I know you're going to love this oil because it is just spectacular. I'll see you at the next video.